So let's see how it works on the bottom.
What the hell is this?
You can see it's not really showing up. Yeah, that's not really working. Hi, it's Nørgaard. So today I'm back with a new review and demo of a new makeup product. So today's video is all about this CakeFace palette. So this palette is Tyme The Infamous palette. CakeFace is her new cosmetics line, and she came out with this one product. And I have been watching Tyme The Infamous for a while, like years. And one thing about Tyme The Infamous is that her looks are always bold and intense, often colorful. And I do like natural makeup, but I do also really love, you know, bold makeup. When she did her reveal video and I saw the palette, I was very intrigued and I thought I had to try that out. I just couldn't resist it, even though it was very expensive. For the palette itself, I paid $55 US, and shipping to Denmark was $25, and then taxes were $20. So I paid $100 upfront for this palette, and then when it arrived in Denmark, I got into customs and I had to pay another, like a little over another $30. So in total I spent over $130 on this one eyeshadow palette. This is more expensive than like my Tom Ford eyeshadow palette. So when I sat down to film with this palette today, it was my first time using it, swatching it, and I was definitely looking at every little thing, because for that price it better be really good. Of course you will see that in the video. So yeah, if you have been interested in this palette, I hope this video helps you out. And if you want to see if this palette that I paid $130 for is worth the buck, then this video is also for you. And with that being said, don't forget to thumbs up the video if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and you can also click the bell to get post notifications. And now without further ado, let's get right into it. So let me show you the box first and foremost. This is the box the eyeshadow palette comes in. So it has all the sprinkles, it says CakeFace across the front. It's nice and, you know, colorful and pretty. Now for me, I'm not a huge like packaging person, not with this kind of outer packaging anyway. I like my products to look cute, but like all the outer packaging I'm not that fussed about, because usually I just throw it out anyway. But if you are very into packaging, if you like the aesthetic of how your makeup is presented to you, and if that's something that matters to you, I mean, it is very cute. But yeah, it's of course what's inside that matters. So let's open it up and look at it. So it's very cute on the inside. It says "Stay caked up" in holographic writing. It has the CakeFace logo. It has the social media handles, and then it comes with just this little protective foam. And here is the actual palette, and I think I turned it the wrong side up. Okay, hold up. Okay, that's better. So this is how it comes, and I must say I've never had any package come to me like this, you know, where there's like this fabric around it and the palette is in its own little slot secured. So again, if you're into this kind of thing, it is very cute. For me personally, I would have liked for the palette to be cheaper and then to have missed out on, you know, the fabric and, you know, the whole packaging. Like I would have been fine with just a regular, like, what is it called, like brown standard box. But let's get this palette out. So the palette does come in some bubble wrap. So it is the same as the sleeve that it comes in, which I really like. I hate when like the sleeve of a palette is really cute and decorated, and then you open it up and you get your actual palette and it's like super basic and simple. And here are all the colors. You get 4 matte colors in here and 7 shimmers and 1 glitter. So I'm really excited. I'm going to remove the film now. I have not, you know, swatched the colors, played with them or anything like that. First impression, I really do like the colors. I feel like it's going to be a versatile palette. I know super light colors in here. This color, or maybe this one up here, like these two colors are like the lightest. There are also not any super dark colors in here. This one up here would be the darkest matte color. So yeah, this is the first look at the palette. I think we should just get into it. I want to use it on my eyes, you know, that's where it actually counts. So I'm going to apply my P.Louise base and I'm going to zoom you guys in and we will get started. Okay, so here you guys can see the palette up close. So I want to either use You Guys or Layer Cake as my highlight. So here are the two colors. So the gold one is You Guys and the more peachy one is Layer Cake. I think I'm going to use the gold one, You Guys. Am I? Or maybe...
2,000 years later.
Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to use Layer Cake and I'm going to use this as my brow bone highlight. So let's see how this works out. I feel like it's a little bit too dark for my skin tone, but there are no real light colors in here, so we'll have to make do. It certainly is a very pretty color though. It's like a duochrome. You know, it's between a pink and an orange. When the light doesn't hit it, it's pink, and when the light hits it, it's like orangey gold. I will say the color is very pigmented. And the formula is not crumbly at all. It's easy to pick up with a brush, and it doesn't really have any kickback. Okay, so since we have that undertone of pink on the brow bone highlight, I'm definitely going to do a pink eye. So here are the two pink colors. So the bright neon matte pink is CakeFace, and then this is Infamous, the shimmery pink. So this is CakeFace in the crease, and this is a matte and it's like super electric pink. This one has more kickback than the previous color, but still not a lot. So far it's applying very well. It's nice and pigmented, and you can see it has that like almost like neon quality. So now I just have to see if I can blend it out, you know, that's my biggest problem right now. I think it's blending pretty nicely. These kind of colors are often hard to blend. It's not blending effortlessly, but it is blending. That is a bright pink for sure. Let's do Cherry on Top in the outer corner. So this is like a matte burgundy color, and this one is very similar in formula to the CakeFace color we just used. And this one is also very pigmented. This deeper color, Cherry on Top, blends well into CakeFace. So far this is going well, I must say. So I'm going in with Infamous on the lid. This is also a beautiful color, look at that. It has a slightly more purple undertone compared to the other colors we used. And this color would definitely also work well with the purple in the palette. And this is a shimmer, and the formula is very similar to the brow bone highlight. So it's a very pigmented color, and it doesn't have a ton of kickback. It doesn't really have any fallout, and it is nice and shimmery and very like pure in color. And the colors all blend very well into each other. Now I did use colors that of course go together. All of them have some pink to them in one way or the other. But yeah, they all blend very nicely together with, you know, with not a lot of effort. So I'm going ahead and highlighting this inner corner. Okay, so that's the upper lid. I think we're about done with the upper lid. What should we do on the bottom? I think I'll start out with Lick It Off on the bottom, the nice purple color. So let's see how it works on the bottom.
What the hell is this?
You can see it's not really showing up. Yeah, that's not really working. I'm going to try and spray my brush. And I'm starting to get some fallout. So that's a little bit disappointing. I was hoping it was going to work better on the lower lash line. Now granted, I do have a lot of palettes that work like this, where they work really well with a primer, but on skin that has like foundation and powder, they don't work very well. They don't show up almost at all. But I do have a few palettes where that is not the case, where even on top of powder, they still show up intense. In the end, I mean, I can make it show up, but it's too much fussing, you know, and too much working with the shadow, especially at this price point. So I'm very curious about the pressed glitter, so I'm going to apply some of that on the lower lash line. Yeah, this is called Space. So let's see if this is going to stick without a base. It's sticking a little bit, but a lot of it fell off of my brush. But it is a very pretty glitter. It's purple and green and gold, and I think a little peach as well. And it does work when you just apply it straight to the eye without any, you know, glitter adhesive. But I am getting some fallout, like I can feel it falling on my face. I think that's pretty common. Most of the other pressed glitters that I own, they give me some fallout. Okay, so let me just finish off my eye look and I'll be back.
A few moments later.
So this is my finished look. I did my liner and my lashes and a little lip. So now that I have all my makeup on, I look at the finished eye look and I really like it. The colors are very vibrant, they were easy to work with, and I really like how this eye look turned out. So I used 6 colors from the palette, so half of the palette, and I really liked the shimmer formula and the matte formula, and I do actually also like the glitter. The blending was easy, the pigmentation was there. I had very little kickback and very little fallout, even though I'm using, you know, intense colors. The only thing I will say is that on the lower lash line, the purple was not applying well. So these colors you definitely want to use on top of a base. I think I heard in Tyme The Infamous video, she said that you don't have to use a base with this eyeshadow palette. But definitely if you have any kind of powder underneath these shadows, at least with the purple, it didn't show up well. So I would say definitely use a primer or a base, because it worked out great on the top but not so great on the bottom. I also think the colors are very fun and very unique. I love the highlight color and I love the electric pink. And even though like the Infamous color, like the shimmery pink right here, I thought that was going to show up like looking like a basic pink shimmer. But I think it actually showed up beautifully. I really love how it looks on the lid. And I really love the glitter, the pressed glitter space, because it has a lot of different colors to it. It's really pretty. I don't think I have any glitter like it. And I also really do like the highlight. I am surprised at how well it goes with my skin tone. When I first looked at it in the pan and when I first applied it, I thought it was probably going to be way too dark. But now that I have it on, I think it looks great. I don't think it looks too dark at all. And I did also use the cherry on top color, which is the darkest matte in the palette. And I was happy with how dark that is. You know, it definitely gave me some definition in the outer corners. So, you know, in total I spent over $130 on this one palette. Granted, the cost of the actual palette was less than half of that, and then all the other expenses were just added on top for shipping and customs and taxes. But still, giving out $130 for one eyeshadow palette is a lot. I don't think I've ever spent that much money on one single makeup product. And for me personally, I would not say I'm disappointed. I had to pay customs when the package arrived in Denmark and I got hit with the customs fee. I did think that this is getting mighty expensive, and I was, you know, a little nervous, like, is this actually gonna be worth it? But in the end, I am happy with my purchase. Now, I wouldn't say this is for everyone. Probably if you're in America, this will be cheaper for you. I mean, I guess you won't have to, I don't know how the states work, that if you get something from a different state, if you have to pay like customs. But I could imagine the shipping would be cheaper, the taxes would be cheaper, so it would be less of an extreme purchase. But yeah, if you are American and you really like bold colors and you like your bold looks, I would suggest it if you're interested. If you like Tyme The Infamous, I don't think you will be disappointed. Quality is definitely there. And I think you can do a lot of looks with this 112 pan eyeshadow palette. You can definitely do your neutral look, but you can definitely also do, you know, your dramatic and colorful and bold looks. And of course, if presentation and aesthetics matter a lot to you, you know, you get it here. Basically, that's my final verdict. If I have to pay $130, you know, at least it has to be good quality, and I think it really is. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review and little demo. Let me know what you thought down below of this video, of this eyeshadow palette. And don't forget to thumbs up the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And you can also click the bell to get post notifications. And that is all. I will see you in my next video. So take care and bye bye.
Let go. It's the original Batman.